All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some competition footage, and I'm just going to get right into it. I do a collar drag right here and turn it into a single leg, cut the angle, and get my opponent down. I'm going to solidify the 2 points here, but my opponent is very, very squirrely, very good at bumping up and hipping, so I'm going to do a small X pass here and start passing the guard. He's very, very squirrely, like I said. He's doing a good job of bringing his knees up. I try to get a knee on belly, then knee cut slides, and then he's going to stand up and try to turn it into a single leg, but I'm going to get the underhook on his far side and turn him over, and he's going to come up, and I'm going to get into a quasi back position with the arm control, and he's going to roll to his back. I'm going to roll, switch my hips, and come up, and he's going to try to turn it into a double leg, but I'm going to force him back on his back. I'm going to lose the position. He's going to turn back into me, and right here we're going to get into a position where I can slow him down. So that whole thing was just a huge scramble. It was very, very fun, but I knew that as long as I stayed with pressure heavy on him, I was going to be able to slow him down eventually. So right here, he turns into me, and I float above him and start getting into my tried and true over under passing position. So right here, he's trying to go for a loop choke. I'm going to strip the grip that he has on my neck, and I'm going to go right back into the over under. And I was actually able to get multiple angles. So right here, just in case you can't see one side, I'm going to hit the over under, get my pass points, and start solidifying the position. So like I said, the over under is one of my favorite passes, and I try to utilize it every time in competition, sparring. It doesn't matter. I try to use it. So right here, I'm in the side control position, and I'm going to start trying to put pressure on him and start solidifying the position. So right here, I can really put nice pressure on him. He's trying to bump and hip, but I'm using my right leg to keep him down, keep his hips pinned, and he tried to hook my leg right there for a half guard, but I'm able to get out of it. And I'm going to start grabbing the far pants, and I like to control the far pants so I can pop up to a knee on belly. But I realized I really have to control his upper half because he's moving a lot. He's very, very squirrely, and he's able to bring his knees close to his chest very, very easily. So right here, I try to feed that lapel out. Again, I'm playing my very standard game that you see in all my rolling videos. I try to feed that lapel to the other arm or trap it over his arm. And in the process of doing that, he's able to turn back into me and recover the guard. So right here, the referee is not going to be paying attention because I'm going to get into an over-under position, and basically I'm going to do what I just did to score the 3 points. And right here, I get into the over-under. I'm going to toss my leg over and pass the guard again, and the referee is not going to give me passing points. So when the camera pans, you're going to see that it's 5-0 me, but it actually should be 8-0 because he recovered the guard and I passed it again. So the referee just I don't know, wasn't paying attention or what, but you know, it is what it is. Hindsight is 2020. But right here, I'm grabbing the lapel, or I'm sorry, the collar, and bringing it close to me and really trying to put pressure on him to stop him from moving. And right here, what I'm trying to do is kind of solidify the position and figure out how I want to get to the mount. So right here, I try to use his far lapel to bring it over his arm, and I'm not able to do so. He starts to come up, and I'm going to slow it down here because I'm able to transition to the back. And right here, what I'm going to do is one of my favorite takedowns where I block the far leg and just take him over that leg. And I'm going to get a takedown right here. I'm going to make sure I stay on his back because I don't want him to roll or any type of movement. So right here, I'm on the back, and I try to get that far hook in. He's going to roll, but I'm going to be able to stop him from rolling over me and get back into a side control position here. Camera person is going to be in the way. But what I'm going to do now is I'm grabbing that far pant leg, and I'm trying to pin it to the ground, and we're going to get multiple angles of this right here. And as you can see, I'm using that far arm to stiff arm his leg, keep it down. He's going to try to trap my arm unsuccessfully. And what I'm going to do now is get into the mount position. So right here, I get into the mount position, and I'm going to start going for my mounted Ezekiel, which is one of the positions that I really, really enjoy. So right here, I get the mount up Ezekiel, and a lot of people wonder how I'm able to not get swept, and that's because I base my knees out to prevent them from rolling me to one side. So as you can see here, I base my knees out, and when I get the Ezekiel locked in, he's going to try to roll, but I'm able to post on that knee and get the tap for the submission, and that is the end of the semifinals. So let's get right into these takeaways. Whenever you're in competition, make sure you grab the grips you want and be first. I'm a huge proponent of grabbing your grips and being first. As you can see, I was able to get the collar drag to the ankle pick and start establishing my passing game right away. Even though I wasn't able to keep him down, I still was able to get it. So right here, cook them in a dominant position. Whenever you're in a dominant position, make them carry your weight. You know, they have to deal with the fact that they're down on points, they got to carry your weight, and time is against them. So I should have held him in side control a little bit longer to stop him from being able to recover cover the guard. Even though I was able to pass again, I could have cooked him in that position a little bit longer. So those are the 2 takeaways for the semifinals of the Fullerton Jiu-Jitsu World League, and I will see you guys on the next one for the finals. Peace.